Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. This is our Sacred Sunday sessions. And of course, I am Dr. Marrian, Sister Efua. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As a couple of reminders, just want to get us as we're all coming into the session on today, just wanted to remind everybody that we're going to be starting our retreat in July. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 1st of March will be the last day by which you can go and get the early bird rate. After the 1st of March, you will not be able to get the early bird rate for the upcoming Inner Healer retreat that is going to be happening July 15th to the 17th here in Arizona, or you can catch us virtually. Listen, this is a time when we all need to be tapping into our sacredness. We need to understand that as women, we have been doing for far too long, carrying the burdens of so much of our lives and the world on our shoulders. And we just need to really take a pause and a breath and begin to heal that space. How do you find your strength? You find your strength by remembering that beneath the surface, there's a whole nother world, a world that is filled with your power, your strength, your vitalization. And I strongly encourage you to become a part of this process on July 15th to the 17th. If you can't make it in Arizona, just make sure that you go ahead and follow us and join us here virtually live for the 2021 retreat here in Arizona. And I encourage you to go ahead and register now. Remember that early bird will be disappearing on March 1st. So go back and get your time. So I want to thank all y'all sisters that are here joining me on today. Sisters mean sisters initiating strategies that achieve success. That's who we are. This inner healing sacred space, sacred circle space, is designed for us to have some time to come together once a week and refortify ourselves in such a way that allows us to thrive and honor our space and places together. So we're going to take a moment. We're going to pause while everyone else is coming in, but I just want to make sure that everybody was aware of what we're doing today and how we're going to get there. So much of what we've been doing has been overwhelmed. So we're going to take a few moments. Those of you that are coming in, make sure you are muting yourself. And we're going to get started in just 3 minutes. Please make sure when you guys are coming in that you mute yourself. Thank you for the patience and for your efforts to come in. I'm not sure why it posted the other group. So I just want to make sure everybody was there. If you could, I'm going to change it to the view so we can make sure that as we're talking, you come in and that you mute yourselves. We are recording so that everyone can have their opportunity to have it. Welcome to everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just going to mute you out. And As I said, this is being recorded. So I'm giving everybody a chance to come in and get settled. Okay. All right. And we are back, everybody. Thank you. I'm so glad that everyone was able to get in. I do apologize for some of the hassle. I think I'm going to make Denise the I saw Denise come in, so I'm going to make her, as before we get started. Denise, I'm going to go ahead and give you your duties, please. Today, if you could be our second moderator so we can make you a co-host, please. And that way, if people come in, they'll be able to keep coming in. We did switch up a little bit today in doing it on Zoom. I felt like it would give us a little more opportunity to control some of the things that are going on so we can make it happen. All righty. So let's get started. All right. So welcome back. And again, as I said today, the topic today for our Sacred Sunday sessions, don't trip if you don't see yourself. I can see what this Zoom is doing because it's still in webinar form, is it's probably not letting you see everyone else, or maybe you can, but I can only see me at this particular time on the video. But you can definitely use a chat in the meantime, but it does in the webinar form, it stops it. So it's okay for this time, but I'm going to go back in a little bit, but I want to get us started so we can get in and out as quickly as possible. So thank you again for being here for the Sunday sessions. For Sunday sessions today, our topic is, damn, how did I get back here? Right. And I think this happens a lot with us when we talk about it, but I want to talk about it from a different perspective. I don't want you to wallow there. I don't want us to keep going back and forth and, taking a moment and journeying down a road to say, oh my goodness, like, oh my God, I'm back here again. Like, what the hell is going on? Damn, I'm here again. And this comes in a stage where most of us are at the point where we got a lot going on. It's the new year. We're ending out the first couple of months of the year. We're rounding into the third month of the new year. We've just finished our retreats traditionally. And it's like that midpoint, like when we're like, okay, did I keep my resolutions? Have I really done everything I'm supposed to do to ensure that I'm journeying on healing? And let me just say this is no judgment, no harm, no foul, but I wouldn't be your sister and you wouldn't care for me and you wouldn't be contributing to this process if I wasn't real with you and told you this. A lot of us are taking our time and we're being slothful and we're finding reasons and excuses on not to heal. It's more comfortable for us to be where we are presently than for us to even take the place that we are imagining about and hoping about and wishing about and praying about and even talking about. We're real good at being a pretender. We're real good at faking it till we make it. But babies and sisters, I'm trying to tell y'all, we got to stop trying to fake it till we make it, and we got to actually start making it. If you're hungry and you can wish all you want to for something to eat, but until you take the effort to get up and go into the space or even request for something to eat, you're not going to be fed. Your hunger does not dissipate. And so today's class, today's call, today's session, I'm going to be doing halfway of me talking and the other half of us chatting. So I want to get this out. How do we keep getting to the places of attracting the same people, of experiencing the same thing, of running out of money, of having relationships that we don't find fulfilling, getting tormented by our children, feeling guilty, having dead-end jobs? How do we get to the point where we get money and we always still have more money than money? How do we get to the point where we're always living in the fear of the past memories that we've experienced? How do we move into that space? Why are we going back to this place time and time again? How is it that I keep getting pulled in? I'm paying sister, I'm paying this other life coach. I'm going to get these readings over here. I'm going to do these baths. I read this spiritual book. I've been meditating. I've been praying. I've been losing friendships. I've been changing my health routine. All of these things are happening. But in the back of your mind, you know the truth. And the truth is that you're not moving, or that you're moving at such a pace that you can't see the results because you haven't released the connection. Write that down. Release the connection. You're going to release the connection to the idea and to the beliefs that keep telling you that you're a bad person if you cut people off without being angry at them, or having a reason where your physical life was in danger or your health was in danger as a result of them. Let me tell you, when a person is constantly taking from you and not giving, that's a life and death situation. That's a life and death situation. Okay. So if we are going to engage in this process, which is what we're dedicating time, money, and resources to, why then are we wasting our time concerned and consuming ourselves with what other people are going to think and how they're going to feel if I choose to make myself finally feel free, happy, and fulfilled? When I invited you to the inner healing circle, sacred space, I'm doing so because this is not only an invitation, but an initiation back into who you really are. Hear me what I'm saying when I say it is an initiation back into you, not sister, not Azan, not the Life Alchemy Center, but you. It's that
You're muted, sister.
I'm journeying back to the center of you. It's not about me. It's not about them. It's all about you. And until we can understand that this process is, I'm going to have to mute everybody. Is there a problem?
Yeah, we couldn't hear you because you had went off. And
okay, but I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank y'all for keeping me there. Right. So if we are going to get to this space, if we are going to journey back to the center of you, if we're going to accept this initiation into wholeness, into our integrity, into our love and our peace, then we have to be willing to cut loose of what we have been doing because it's not working. We have to get rid of this idea that a title or position or contribution places us in a place of divinity with other people. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. So damn, how did I get back here? We get back here because we keep trying to wait for things outside of us. We're journeying into places that are outside of us. We're journeying into places that are outside of us. And some of y'all be saying, well, who is us? It is your understanding and sanity. That's where you want to get back to. Us. You for understanding, S for sanity. Because that's where your sanctuary is you. That inner peace inside of you. It has nothing to do with who you have birthed. It has nothing to do with who you were birthed from. It has nothing to do with the people that have encouraged you, that have enlightened you, inspired you, that you have helped, or anything. But it has everything to do with your understanding and the sanctity of you. And I know for some of y'all, you're like, lady, you talking all this smack and I don't get it and I don't understand it and I don't know where you going with this, but this ain't my reality because you don't know what I've been through. I don't need to know where you've been through because I can see where you're going. I often share with y'all that a lot of times when people remind me of things in my past, I have to really go, damn, I really did. I had dinner with some childhood friends of mine. And when and one of them just got out of prison for doing 25 years in prison, and their mate was someone also I grew up with. And when they moved out here, I met them for dinner, dinner and drinks and stuff, right? And we were talking, and all they kept saying was, dang, E, you look exactly the same, except you done got fat. Dang, E, you exactly the same, but you done got fat. But when I looked into their eyes, I could see the pain. I could see the hurt. I could see the disgust. I can see the disappointment. I could see them still trying to figure out why this happened to them versus I am so grateful in this moment that I am no longer experiencing what I used to accept as truth. It's not a judgment call. It's a moment of gratitude. As much as I love that person, I could not stop them from making that decision and choosing to act upon that decision in such a way that placed them in prison for 25 years. As much as I love that person, even now my eyes are watering because I love that person as my brother. I trusted that person. That person took good care of me. But to see them the same age, and they look almost 10 to 15 years older than what I ever expected. Health challenges, poverty, fear. But if you journey to the center of you, and that's what I encouraged him to do. And I said, hey, y'all, journey back to you. Get back to you. Forget about everything else that happened and what everybody else gonna say. Y'all move to a new state. Y'all starting over. Y'all children grown. Come back and do what you got to do. Call me if you need me. If I can be of service, I will. But I have no money and I have no home. And you got that part covered so far. But if I can support you in any way, let me know. See, you got to journey back to us, understanding in your sanctity, your inner sanctities, right, of you. That's why we keep getting back to the same place. That's why you keep being pulled back in to the relationship when you say you've left that person did you wrong. That's why the psychic reading that you get, the tarot cards that are pulled for you are not manifesting what you say you want. That's why the meditation and the prayers that you are doing, listen to me. You say it's bringing you peace, but it's not bringing manifestation in your life. It is not maintaining an equilibrium. I'm guilty too. So when you find yourself, when we find ourselves ignoring us, not honoring us, not hearing us, not supporting us, not living for us, not breathing for us, not creating for us, we're going to be in the same damn place we were before. That's why it says, damn, how I get back here? Because you forgot about the understanding and the sanctum that you have within yourself. We're still doing the same behaviors. We're still making the same choices. We're still making the same choices. We're still doing the same behaviors. We're still believing the same way, but we're trying to act a different way than what we believe. One of my coaches and mentors, Lisa Nichols, used to say, your feet going one way and your tongue and your tongue's going the other. You can't do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't look good, and it won't help you walk. You can't walk in two different directions. Breathe, 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 breathe. Sister Monica Craig, on the day of presence, on the Presence Day, on the 21st, when we did the Presence Day gathering, she had us walk through the breath and imagine places to go and travel to gather those things that we desire for our lives and to breathe them and hold them and touch them and smell them. Well, at least that's what I did when I went to my place. When you come to the retreat, I take you on an ancestral journey back to your ancestors to be able to listen, hear, smell, and retrieve what you need to be, let things being taken off of you that they did not want there for you. The divine and the ancestors have no use for them in your life, but yet we pick them up along the way. I was watching a movie with my grandchildren. It's called The Frog and the Princess Story, the one Disney redid with Tiana and them. And the alligator, he has the cocoa bugs. He goes to the bushes and get all the cocoa bugs. I don't know what y'all call them. That's what I grew up calling cocoa bugs, little sticky little things that stick to your clothes and all that stuff. And they're real hard to get off. But then, and I thought about that. That's how we are. We're moving through our lives picking up cocoa bugs. And I'm putting a picture because I might be, or you're picking up debris. Or like the ships. When I'm from Wisconsin, we have a lake, and there was a time when we had so many of these mussels that had some kind of way got put into our waters from Asia, and it was throwing off the lake and killing off the fish, and they were attaching themselves to the bottom of ships. So when they were coming through the water gateways from into the Great Lakes, it was causing a problem for the natural habitats that were there in the lakes. So I'm saying to you in your life, if you hear nothing else about those two stories, there are things we are picking up in our lives on our journey of healing that they're not even belonging to us. Because we're hearing someone's story, because we're having empathy. Because we're taking a title and we're thinking that bounds us to suffer. Suffering is a choice. It's not an obligation, nor does it deserve commitment. Suffering is a choice. You can be victimized, but you choose to be a victim. Things can be stolen from you, but you can act like you have to choose to act like something is missing and has more value than you and your abilities. I'm still here. Be patient, please. I'm not sure why I'm glitching. I'm not certain. But I will say this, that today we can no longer afford to keep getting back to the same place that we say we no longer want to be. Paul Robeson says is a Black African-American actor and advocate and just a powerful, all Heisman, one of the first Black African-American men to get a football, All-American football player in college. I'm just telling you, opera singer, actor. But he had a quote that when people asked, they called him a communist and they blacklisted him. They did him wrong, right? But the reason I'm bringing him up, he had a quote that he said to the people when they were interviewing him. He said, listen, America must change the language that can no longer bear the weight of their reality. The same thing applies to us when we say we want to heal, we want change, we want growth, we want expansion, we want more love, we want more peace, more harmony, more discipline, more prosperity, better relationships that are rewarding and reciprocating. We want our third eye and pineal gland to be more effective for us to go. We want to be able to use our empathic abilities, our psychic ability, our spiritual knowledge and know-how. We want to be able to use everything we have been gifted with internally in such a way that it does support the weight of our reality. Our reality is that which we perceive to be our reality, not that which everyone is trying to tell us must be our reality. We're all guilty of it. And what I'm sharing with you is a journey of my own personal self-reflection. Me working with coaches and mentors, me going to retreats, me reading books, me going inwardly so that I can get to work on me. And you can work on you. And we can have a greater understanding of our sanctum and our sanity. Holding on to things in the past that don't serve us because somebody tell us, oh, that's your family. Oh, this is required. You got to have this job. Oh, you got to be this way because that makes you a spiritual person. Who are they? Have they journeyed into the inner sanctum of you to find out what your innate code is? internally? What is your code? What is your message? What is your process? Or are they training you to continue to react to outside stimuli that is trying to maintain itself while it stimulates you? It's trying to get their environment to be more homeostatic for them while yours is being thrown off. Just like those muscles that used to attach to the bottom of those ships. I'm just saying. Some of us are trying to make the parasites become our companion in our life, in our life environment. It's not. On February 22nd, I did something called Revive Your Inner Vortex. People came, they were so excited, they wanted to sign up for stuff, but when they realized they had to pay, then the number of people on the call went down. Why? Because that's accountability. But if I say, here's a party, let's go have a party and come party with me. Let's dance. Come hang out with me and Erica. Come hang out with me and Snoop. Come on, y'all. Then everybody will come and everybody will find the money and the means to get there. But here we are having a opportunity to learn about our own sacred space, to take the initiation seriously and initiate ourselves into the oneness and the wholeness of ourselves. To understand that truly the feminine divine inside of you is screaming out, is calling out, is wanting to cloak you in its purity, in its wholeness, in its purity, purest essence of love and value. To heal the wounds that you keep saying are weighting you down, making that you're seeing in the mirror. It's trying to cover it up. You keep letting the masculine come out. I'm gonna be affrontive. I'm gonna be standoffish. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna buck. I'm gonna feel ashamed of making mistakes. Instead of saying, hey, I created this space. I'm able to heal this space. I'm able to pull and create what I need and desire in my life. And this is what we're gonna have. We got here by forgetting that we are the feminine divine energy, the creative forces, the nurturing forces, not to just be used and abused and spit back out, but yet to be considered and consumed cautiously. Because if we give them too much of our feminine, they overdose and they go crazy. I'm saying that for a commonality of terms, right? That means that's when they start getting too comfortable, when they think they can run over you. And when you say no, they don't like the fact that you say no. Where they push you. Well, you always are the strong one. You're always the one that can do this. You're always the one that always comes through you. Oh, you got to have that spot. Let me recognize you for what you do. And if I don't, then you know you're not really a good person after all. You're not really such a great woman after all. You're not a good mother. You're not a good wife. You're not a good daughter. You're not a good sister. You're not a good friend, not a good worker. You're not a good business owner. At what point do you begin to reevaluate with understanding in your own inner sanctum that you understand the value you have to offer and that you cannot afford to keep going back to the same place over and over again, giving yourself the excuses because excuses block you. They're like constipation. It prevents the flow. It prevents the flow. And you cannot afford that. Listen to me. I am straight from the hip. When I look at my records and I get the payments that came in, and it tells me that 20 people paid me $50 for the last 4 months. And I think only 10 of y'all show up on this call. I got somebody said, well, I can't afford to pay $50 a month. Why I got to pay $50 for the month if you're doing it to help people? I said, why do you feel that I should sacrifice myself for your own personal sacrificial healing? Why should I do that? Why do I have to do all the work? If I'm making myself available and I'm supporting you and I'm God, do you tell a doctor at the hospital? Do you tell the light company? Do you tell the water company who provides our water for our system? So when you get into a place of everybody that wants to help me should do so, and I don't have to be accountable, that's why we keep getting back into the same place again. That's that masculine coming in. Somebody got to take care of me. Somebody got to understand that I'm the one that's out here. No, it's got to be harmony, duality at the same time. Breathe for that for a second. We're getting back to the same spots too often, too fast. We're getting comfortable. We're treating it like our gym membership. If you got a gym membership, most of us have a gym membership. We probably go once a month, maybe once every 3 months. Once put on something outfit an outfit that we like that we can no longer fit, then we go to the gym. Or if we look in the mirror and we see a little extra bulge or roll, then we do that. If you get a new boob, we go to the gym. If we break up with our boo, we go to the gym, we start eating better, taking care of ourselves, because it's in reaction to what is external. So I invite you again to this initiation called Life of You. I invite you again to embrace your power. And if you don't believe you have power, you have a perspective. If your perspective is one that is not bringing you the results that you desire, such as healthy lifestyle, a healthy relationship that's rewarding and reciprocating, right? So if you giving, they giving, and you feel like it's okay, even if you're giving more in one area than they are, you still feel okay because they're giving something back. You can have your own inner peace. You can walk in harmony and knowing who you are, not what people say you are and what has happened to you. Stop carrying the labels and the experiences of your past as badges of honor. Stop thinking that saying that you're a strong woman only means you got to take crap and you can keep getting kicked as much as you want. Even when you're down on the ground and you're reaching your hand up and you're asking for support and somebody is constantly pushing it back down because you're supposed to be the strong woman. That because your mama and because you made some errors and because you had some things from your own childhood that poured over into your motherhood, into your marriage, into your relationship. So now you're supposed to be okay with all the chaos that goes on around you, that's killing you silently, living in fear that people are going to judge you, and you want to try to cover it up and you want to compensate. No, acknowledge it. Ask for forgiveness from yourself and from those that you care about. And even if they've moved on, know that it's okay to still ask for forgiveness and clear out that space. Start spraying down and scraping off those muscles and those parasites that are coming up on you, those cocoa bugs that are attaching themselves. Stop letting things weigh you down that are not your responsibility, that don't belong to you. I don't want to hear stories about, but well, that's how I feel. Yep, sister, that's how I feel. You know, my family did this. That doesn't matter. I'm giving you an opportunity for me to help you shine the light. I'm adding my light with your light. And I want you to begin to view down that hole and call you that beautiful place. I want you to travel through that space and I want you to see what's there and hear what's there. I want you to smell what's there. I want you to embody and envision yourself of all the greatness, all the value, all the wisdom before you had the experiences that keep making you think that's all you are and that you have to accept it. That's cloaking you and tripping you every time with fear. We need the healing to take place here, right now. No more distractions. As I always say, it's not my reality. Stop, scream out nice and loud. That's not my reality. And know that it's only a bad dream until you start to believe it. It doesn't matter if they believe it, but it's what you believe. Because you have what you believe, say, and practice. And practice just means whatever you do. If you're doing this on time, you start believing it. And you're going to have it. You're going to start talking it. Well, I would move, but rent prices done got so high. You absolutely right. I would buy a house without, you are absolutely right. But you definitely can find ways, even if it takes you a little bit longer. Don't give up. Don't give up. I believe in you. I trust you. That's why you're in this part. That's why I talk to y'all before y'all join my process. Honor yourself and people around you will begin to honor you. Truly love yourself. Truly. What does that mean, sister? Let's have a conversation about it when you keep your monthly appointment instead of making the appointments and don't show up. Or make the appointments and then just kind of hold the phone and through our 20 minutes of conversation. I can't do the work for you. And even though I may have a gift and I may pick up things, some things I'm not allowed to do because I have integrity about my gift. So I might read some stuff about you. I might throw a hint out there to see if you'll let me come in, but I can't do it for you. So damn, how I get back here? We got back here because we forgot that we were the feminine divine energy. And all we have to do is get calm, go into our sacred space of ourselves, get an understanding, listen for the innate code that is inside of us. The actual code, the actual map that is required for you to navigate through your life without being victimized time and time again by the same old tricks and the same old words, because we must elevate ourselves from a language that can no longer bear the weight of our reality. Our reality is not based in fear. It's not based in being hurt. It's not based in sacrificial living. It is not our reality. Poverty is not our reality. Illness is not our reality. Failure is not our reality. Although sometimes we may not get the full results that we desire, but we make a mistake and then we can correct it and we can do better. We don't wallow in the mistake and become judgmental of ourselves. We elevate ourselves into a new space, a new honor, a new location called us. Us. Stop repeating the story of victimhood. Stop repeating the story of sickness. Stop repeating the stories of sexual abuse. We know it happened. Stop repeating the idea that I've always been a loner. See yourself as the beautiful person that you are, that is worthy of people seeing you, hearing you, servicing you. However y'all want to put it. Let other people begin to see that you also know your value, your worth. And these are all words we hear all the time. I can go on 1,000 Facebook pages. The first 10 pages I get gonna have something about that. Love yourself is all over the place. Be rah, rah, rah. Motivation means nothing if there's not a plan of action of what to do once the motivation starts going down. While you are motivated, you need to get into action. That's why I have you doing the intentions of the day. And when I ask sometimes, how did it go? I get crickets because you feel ashamed because you say, oh, I forgot about it by 12 o'clock. I forgot about my intention because this happened and that happened. Nope. It's just like when you're meditating, put your mantra in your mind, get your focus. And if, as you're going along, my intention of today is that I will courageously be able to affirm myself in who I am and understand the feminine divine is leading me and wrapping me and cloaking me in my healing. You know what? You didn't do that file. That email wasn't sent on time. Oh, I am courageously moving forward. And you just keep going. Because that language is not part of your reality. You are learning and growing, and you're going to see cocoa bugs, and you're going to see the muscles try to attach themselves, but you cannot, or the tentacles of the octopus. You got to know. All right, we good. Make your appointments to speak to me this week, right? Make us a priority in your notifications. Chat it up with us in the group. If you are ashamed, that's your masculine energy. That's your masculine mind that's telling you that you need to be a certain way. Don't you know there are warrior women? There are healer women. There are scientific women. that are goddesses. Why do you think they always make women a part of the goddesses and the gods mythology? Why? And what role do they have? They have the one that deals with things of creation, things of doing of healing, things of doing, maintaining the earth's equilibrium. That's a powerful position. Don't run from it. Hold on to it. Trust it. Believe it. Honor it. Own it. Unleash every part of who you are. I know it's hard because your life is challenging. Resistance training. Consider it resistance training. It's building up your spiritual and physical and emotional muscles. That's it. All right, ladies, I'm going to call to a close right now so we can get a chance and get some feedback and some chitter chatter with you. We got about 15 more minutes. I'm going to stop the recording so that we can end the conversation here the way we want to. And I want to remind you that our sacred space is truly a sacred space. You are the first sacred space. And I was sharing with another group earlier. I said, if you can imagine, again, that ripple effect of when you throw a pebble or a rock into water, it splashes and then the ripples. And if a wave comes crashing down, you see the after effect of the waves. That's what you want to do in your life. You don't want things to be able to take over your space, your time, your energy, your resources. You want to be viable, expansive, whole, fulfilled, loving. That's who we are. That's who we are. We're unlimited. And I know that's hard to accept. I know y'all like, well, sister, you gotta, no. I can tell you that last year in 2021, I had a lot going on. And I saw my finances being affected for the first time in a long time. They were still good, but they could have been better. I saw relationships change, some for the better and some I really miss. But it doesn't change the fact that I am purposed in my life. I have a reason to be here. Margaret Walker, you are the one you are waiting for. If not you, who? If not now, when? You are the one you are waiting for. All I'm doing is just saying, hey, y'all, check this out. I see your light. Can I get a look? Can you shine a little bit? I see a little light in there. On President's Day, I talked about that too. Having the faith and belief in yourself. Remember, it's not what they say, it's what you believe. Aren't you tired of believing that you're not worthy of a better quality life? Aren't you tired of not believing that you can have more financial stability? Aren't you tired of believing that you can't have a rewarding and reciprocating love relationship or parental relationship or sibling relationship or children relationship or co-worker relationship or societal relationship? Aren't you tired? Don't you want that more that is waiting on you? Aren't you tired of feeling tired? Thank you for being here for the sacred space. I'm going to stop the recording so that we can get into our conversation on today. Just give me 1 second. Okay, 1 moment. I just want to go one more place. Hang on. Okay, I think we might be good. Okay, ladies, you can unmute yourselves. Hey, hey. Y'all mad at me? Y'all want to talk to me? Y'all don't love me no more. Y'all mad at your sister. I was like, today,
You really let us have it, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
So, okay, so you still with me? You still love me?
Of course.
Absolutely. That'll never change.
Awesome.
It will
Awesome.
never stop. It was so
Yeah.
on point. So on point. It's almost like every Sunday our sessions read my energy and what I actually experienced the day we have our call. Because today tears just started falling from my eyes, and I went into meditation and just
Okay.
had a real moment.
I'm here, sis. I'm here.
And you just came right back in this session and confirmed everything that I just opened up to the divine about. Wow. So on point. Thank you. That's why I'm like, can't stop the tears right now, even through the recording.
It's okay. Sometimes we need this. You know, Sharika, we can always cleanse ourselves. Tears are not weakness.
Yes.
Tears are not, what's what I'm looking for. They're not a sign of you being out of alignment with yourself. They're a sign that you've gotten to this place and we got to release.
Right.
Right? Because if we you ever try to stop your tears, your temples start hurting, your nose start hurting, your eyes is hurting, your chest. So that's not a natural state.
Yeah.
That's not a natural state.
And I was kind of sitting there today and I couldn't. It wasn't like I was, I was asking questions, but I was saying it was like honoring the divine in the sense of like, I'm not really trying to ask the questions, but I just want to understand what's the next level. Like, why am I really experiencing this for me? And it was so strong. I just had to go sit in meditation, just let some music play and just talk to myself. So it was just, I understand that they're purging tears for me. And just like you said, just want to, get to the place of, not being distractions, even to myself, and just really get back to my own presence of what I need for my journey. So it's like the stuff that you were saying, it was like the questions that I actually asked in meditations.
Sharika, we love you.
I thank you.
Sharika, we love you. And I'm going to let your sisters love them. I want you to hear me when I say I love you. That means I see you. I know you because you and I are one. We're all the same. That's why we're in this space together. And Sharika, right now, you might feel like you are weak. I feel you. I know your sisters can't wait to jump in here. It doesn't matter what got you here. We're telling you, we're here with you. We feel you. I see you. I know who you are. I know where you're going. I get it. But I'm telling you, we here with you. It might be hard for you to stand right now. It might be hard for you to even understand the words that are coming from me. They may sound like womp, 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 womp. But we listening for you. We touching you right now. I heard somebody say something. I don't know who it was. Go ahead, baby. Whoever it was, sis, go ahead.
Oh, that was me. Hopefully
Hey,
you guys
girl.
can hear me. Hi, Sharika. One of the things I want to tell you is that I too am experiencing the same thing as you, but the fact of the matter is that you're not giving yourself enough credit for who it is that you are and where it is that you've been. And ultimately, that is what the sister circle is for. And I get it. And sister has absolutely beat me upside the head and told me, I was ugly and I couldn't read good and I could come back and do it right because I couldn't mistreat her or anything like that. And one of the things that you got to know is that we have fun more in the spiritual realm versus having to force, and these things kind of happen to force us to still be able to experience the human experience. And it's just a
Mhm.
reminder about who it is that you are. So again, the outside entities are the things that kind of what we keep looking for outside is what forces us to go back inside. And you are absolutely beautiful and you have a beautiful, beautiful heart. You are a really good person, and sometimes when the circle is not existent, and nobody is around, sometimes we have to be able to practice, our I am. So you are powerful, you have survived, you are beautiful.
Mhm.
And those are things that I really do want you to remind yourself about because that's extremely important. And then when you
Thank you.
start to do that, that light is gonna show, and then all the beauty is going to be attracted to you. It's gonna be part of your overflow eventually.
Thank
'Cause
you. I love you. I appreciate you.
absolutely, I love you back. It's okay.
Yeah,
I receive it.
I wanted to say too that, even I felt you and noticed you when I first signed on. Um, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what you were going through, but I felt it. And the thing of being sisters is that that's what happens. You know, we can feel each other. We can feel the pain. We can feel the joy. We can feel all of that stuff. But when I logged in, I didn't know who it was until I laid eyes on you. But I felt it as soon as I logged into the room. And that's the beauty of you too, is because you feel a lot. And that can be positive for you, and sometimes it can wear you out. And the fact that you do feel a lot means that your soul is just this beautiful thing that engulfs all the people around you, even those people that are not that great for you. It engulfs people and they don't know how to handle it. And you being the person that you are, sometimes you don't know how to handle it. And I feel that for you. And I want you to know that your beautiful spirit is always going to be there. It's always going to be that beautiful spirit, and to learn to block out those other spirits that are trying to weigh you down. This crying is so helpful for you because you know what it is. If you didn't know what it was, it would hurt. But this crying that you're doing now is like Marrian said, it's cleansing. It's taking out all of that crap that we all as women take in all the time. And your soul, your effectiveness, your all of that stuff that you are holding in. Oh my God, I could feel the shift in you. And don't resist it, sis. I could also feel that you resisting it. Don't resist the shift. Just let it happen.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you, baby.
Love you too, honey.
Miss Sharika, I
Hey,
love
Kayla.
you. I love you so much. And you are definitely being so brave and bold to represent this aspect of all of us right now and parts of us that where we've been or where we could be. And I just want to let you know, like, I'm right there with you. I'm hurting too. Y'all see I ain't got my camera on. I just want to let you know that you have value even when you're not in the best light that you want to be in, even when you're not in the space that you think makes you strong. You still have value. On your bad days does not take away from the goodness of your life and the purpose of your life. You know, so I love you so much. You're so powerful and you're so needed in this space always.
Thank you. I love you too.
Hey, Sharika. I remember. Hey. I remember my last birthday, and I wasn't feeling good. I was really in a low space. And guess who called me at the crack ass of dawn? I didn't even know you that well yet. I didn't even know you that well. And the sun wasn't even up yet. And you called me and you wished me happy birthday and you've always had pleasant words and mindful words for me. But that phone call just set my day in a different direction than it would have been if you hadn't called me with the message you had, because I was ready for a really low frequency birthday. Wow. And because this woman that I don't hardly even know called me, the first voice I heard for the day, and wished me a happy birthday. And I just want you to understand, like, you are valuable, you are needed, and that day was and will always be very special to me. Because you changed the whole energy of my day. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So I'm never gonna forget that.
I love you. I'm glad it was good. Thank you.
It was good, and I love you too, sis. Yes. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Of course, I had to say something. Of course.
I was wondering. I said, did Denise go to sleep?
No, I
She
didn't go
that
to
mad at me? Look, Denise
not,
that upset with me?
No, I didn't go to sleep. You know, anytime we have some type of energy shift, you know, I have to turn my camera off and go get my cards. But this is Sharika, you're gonna be okay. But this is for the energy that is kind of pulling us all. And it's part of what you were talking about just now. It's like, damn, how did I get back here? And then I pulled a card, and it's about guilt. And it says, I release my beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So the soul's journey is telling us that it's some of the guilt that's tugging at you a little bit. And it's telling you it's time to let it go. You cannot beat yourself up over what was. You can only move forward. And so it's a purging time for all of us, and especially for you, Sharika, right now, sis. And you got to release those beliefs that no longer assist your soul in its growth, in this journey that you're on. Mm-hmm. And so we get back there is the topic, because we feel guilty about stuff, and then we start beating ourselves up, and then it comes to the front again, and then we keep doing this cycle. And so that's why I disappeared for a little bit. I had to Spirit said I needed to shuffle some cards and pull a card. It's for you, but it's actually for all of us as we're on this journey. And I just wanted to say, I love you too. And, you can message me or call me When you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for all of you guys. You know, I'm in my little Zen place, so I'm kind of grounded. But I just wanted you to know, you know, even though it says guilt, the message is the important thing on this card. Is you need to release any beliefs that no longer assist you in your soul's growth. So that's what I want to say to you and to all my sisters. You gotta let the guilt go. You gotta let the guilt go.
Thank you so much. And you know, and Denise,
Yes.
you know, that's what the Paul Robeson quote came to me and says something similar. And when I began, I said we had to be willing to release.
Yep.
I said we had to release, and I said we must let go of the language that no longer bears the weight of our reality.
That's right.
If we keep holding on, if we keep saying that this is enough. So I'm going to end this session. Anyone else want to speak before I go? I'm not sure who else is on here. I can only see a few, but I want to end with something. It's not my words, but I wanted to end with them, and I dropped the book. That's what made me get off camera for a second, because I was like, oh, I need to go grab this book. But while I'm searching back for that page that I didn't mark, I want to say this to y'all. You have to choose you every time. I don't care. It's going to piss people off. It's going to piss you off, because you're going to hear all kind of clatter. But I'm telling you, you got to choose you every time. You got to trust you in every moment. Even when you're uncertain, trust you. Trust you. Because when you don't, you limit. And we are about expansion. So my word I wanted to share with you was about expansion and freedom, right? What is expansion? I know I use that word a lot. And what that simply means is that expansion is the process of increasing the volume, the territory, or the dimension. Growth is a natural evolutionary process. So we can't let people keep telling us, oh, you're changing. I'm supposed to change. You're different. I'm supposed to be different. Nothing is static. Nothing stays the same. Even a concrete building is subjected to natural erosion from the wind and the other elements that come naturally. Stop, pause, listen. Nothing stays the same. We need new roof shingles. We have to repaint. We have to replaster. The wind naturally changes the environment. The sun changes the environment. The rain changes the environment. Time changes the environment. So what makes you think that we as humans are supposed to be static? Go back and find the shoes that you wore when you were 7. Put them on your foot. Go back and find the pair of pants you wore to the junior and senior prom. Or the dress, I should say, excuse me. Go back and find your old, something from when you were 21. Put it on. Can you?
No.
Okay. So if we cannot, then why are we allowing people to tell us we must be the same? We must be expanding in every opportunity. It is our inalienable right and privilege to evolve. If you put a seed on top of dirt, you don't have to put nothing else to it. It will eventually figure out how to grow. You are that seed. Expect expansion. Stop saying that it's not your right. It is your right. It is your right. You don't have to ask for permission. It is your right. Let go of holding on to people. Did not see Jacqueline come in this group. Denise, is Jacqueline in here?
Yes, I am.
Girl, why you quiet? Talk to me. No, we not. Not today.
I mean, when you were talking, you pretty much hit a lot of things that I've been feeling and going through. So I was just over here, just trying to soak it all in, and I was, just like Sharika, I was sitting here, and my eyes started to water a little bit, and
And I'm like, okay, like I'm glad I was able to listen in today. I needed this.
Yeah. Well, I'm honored to serve. And I want to say something. Denise said it all with the card. That's why I say serendipity, the oneness. If you understand the oneness, you'll understand that everything. Only thing I got today was it said, type in a group, damn, how did I get back here? I had no idea why I was giving that. I was like, what the heck I'm supposed to say today? I was trying, every time I got ready to write a note, it didn't make sense. Then I spilled my husband made me some ginger juice, and I spilled the ginger juice on a little note card that I had. So guess what, y'all? That was all divinity. Mm-hmm. That's how it flow in you too. We can't script what's already scripted. Mm-hmm. And it ain't for you to be the bottom of somebody's shoe. I love and appreciate y'all a lot. When I say that, I really mean what I say. And I love sometimes is a word that burns and you're like, oh, they fake. That's how people do. No. Live your life. L is full of life. Own it. With vitality. And all your energy. Life. Honor it. With vitality and all of your energy. That's what love is. You ain't got nothing to do with another person, it's you. So I thank y'all for being here. I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing. It's gonna be some more. Yeah. A lady called me and said, oh, I'm scared to come in person. I said, sign up for the early. I said, the early bird is over on the 1st. That's Tuesday. Yeah, you need to figure out what even if you sign up for the early bird and decide you want to come to the real, you at least in. Then you have that excuse. Oh, well, I can't afford the early. I can't afford it. If you start now, little by little, I'm waiting for my taxes. Okay, well, if your taxes, fine with me. You're going to spend more. Right? Make a decision. Make a decision. Stop waiting for things to other conditions and circumstances to win you over. Last week we talked about what do I really want? Somebody asked me, who do I go to for my spiritual consults? I can tell you who I go to, 2 people. One of them is named Jethro and the other one is named Chris Tony. Those are the only 2 people that will read for me. Oh, let me forget. And Reverend Craig. Right. Because he do numerology, astrology in a way that he just cold with it. He really a clairvoyant. Mm-hmm. He don't want to tell you that. Mm-hmm. He cold with it. Those are the only 3. But Denise, no. And I'll tell people, thank you for your sharing. That's who I go to. Reverend Michael Beckwith is my spiritual consultant. Mm-hmm. A number 1. The second one is Ishmael Tete and Ayana. Those are the only 3 people I'm gonna ever go pay some money to have them talking about my spiritual development. I'm just saying, you gotta know you can't be like this in the wind. Mm-hmm. You got to know that you are worthy to get anybody you pull into your space that you honor and you respect. That's because they are within you. Me and Ayana did not get along. I did not like nothing about her. I thought she was good. And when I got better, when I started healing, when I started letting go of foolishness, I realized I was really saying what Divine was showing me is that that's who you are. Mm-hmm. So you mad because she walking and doing what she's supposed to be doing, and you got the same thing and you're not doing it. Mm-hmm. Everybody that you're drawn to, Dr. John DeMartini says, anyone you honor or you recognize and admire, you have the same quality traits. Mm. I love Phyllis Hyman. I was drawn to her at an early age. Why? Because she has a creative force, she has a presence, and she does music in a whole nother level. Rochelle Farrell, the same way. Ask yourself, Why do you keep trying to make yourself not be? You are the mirror image of that which you seek. If you're seeking out love, then you must become love in order to fully have love. If you want more business prosperity, if you want more personal financial prosperity, then you must begin to mirror and seek out to have a reflection of that somewhere around you every day. You cannot be around broke ass people talking about you want to make money. Every time you turn around, somebody talking about what they don't have. Can I borrow?
That
They
part.
worrying about money, but they constantly buying the joint, constantly buying the weed, constantly buying the drinks, constantly buying the knockoff purses, trying to impress somebody for what? Somebody seen me with something. My children gifted me with something, and the person said, "Oh my God, you got those? Those were like XYZ." And I said, "I didn't buy it. My 5 children got together and bought me this. It took 5 adult children to purchase me this." Because they wanted me to have it, not because I felt that I needed to have it to make me who I am. So you shouldn't go out and see me with that and think you got to go get it to be who you are. All that stuff on the outside don't mean nothing if you are stanky and musty on the inside.
Period.
You ever see somebody look nice and then they hug you or they walk past you and they funky? Some of us is doing that sometimes. Sometimes we that person. Y'all got me talking today.
Girl, preach.
Huh? Sis, right?
I just talking about that today. I was just talking about that today.
I heard like, fake it till you make it. I said, that's the biggest lie.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to fake it. I want to be that. Just now, it popped in my mind about Edwin C. Barnes, who's put in his mind that he wanted to work with Edison. And he had the money to get to New York to be with him. So what he did was he hitchhiked on the back of a train that was going there. Hitchhiked on the back of a train car. And when he got there, he had to clean floors. And he listened and he watched and he still kept his plan going. Some of us feel like, oh, if I can't get there the way I'm supposed to get there, it ain't me trying to get there. Let me just give up on that. I know somebody that's homeless. And I said, why are you trying to get a 4-bedroom house when it's just you? Because I want a house and I can do that. I said, but you can't, not in this present moment. It's not feasible. It's not possible. And it's destroying you trying to hold on to a 4-bedroom house when you can take that money, get you a 2-bedroom house, rent out a room. I'm just saying. You got to go with what you got till you can build and remember I said expand. Expand. Step by step by step by step by step. Just like that caterpillar. Going to the end of that thing to throw its chrysalis to become a butterfly. It don't happen overnight.
Right.
The antennas don't become long and thin overnight. The short little legs don't become a thorax and a body and 4 long legs overnight. The wings don't become overnight. So why do y'all keep letting people tell you you got to be an overnight sensation? Look for the mirror reflection of what you desire. I don't remember, Vivian, you can help me. I don't remember who, maybe it was Uncle Bob. I don't remember. Whoever the 5 people are you talk to and listen to the most is why your life is the way it is. The 5 people you talk to the most and listen to the most. I used to do a thing called the Fab 5. Show me your Fab 5 people and bring them into our program for free. You and my coaching program, it's called Core Coaching. Bring in your 5 people that's around you the most and have them go through this program with you. And then you'll see how your life improves or declines. And only one person was able to bring all 5 people. Only one person. One. You know why? Because the other 5 people that they was dealing with don't have time to grow. They comfortable. But the moment that person started doing what they was doing, then everybody was back around. Hey. Choose today. Love y'all. I gotta go. Y'all got me talking way too much. I love y'all. Remember that you do not have to be in this spot. Remember, your goal is to have understanding in your own sanity, of your sanctity. The sanctity in knowing your sanctity. Okay? Look the words up if y'all need to. Look the words up. It's about you. Other people come into your vortex and you're supposed to be spitting to the point where they're either transformed, transmuted, or spit back out. Your vortex doesn't stop spinning because they're spinning their vortex. It's supposed to create a better vortex. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gone. Woo, y'all got me talking. Peace
Love
and blessings,
y'all.
life healing to all of you. I love and
you
appreciate
all.
you all. Thank you for trusting me
Thank
with your contributions. And I'm done. Thank y'all so much. Good night.
Have a great week, everyone.
Don't forget to book your appointments. If you're going to do
Sharika.
the payment plan, put a payment down for the retreat, whether it's virtual or live, because I need to start making payments and I don't want to book out the full house again. I don't want to upgrade to the bigger house. If I'm going to be I can do it in my small house. Y'all get it?
Makes sense.
All right. Blessings and peace, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.